Amy Grech has sold over 100 short stories to various anthologies and magazines, including Even in the Grave. Amy is an active member of the Horror Writers Association who lives in Forest Hills, Queens. Amy, take us into your world.
All right, I'll be reading from my story, Bruised and Battered Nevermore, Even in the Grave. Something strange about the decrepit apartment in Brooklyn where Jackie Crawford lived for the last year unnerved her. The lack of heat and hot water didn't set her on edge. No, it was something far more ominous. Her boyfriend, Jeff Dutton, had a hunch one night while they snuggled on the couch and watched The Exorcist. She leaned on his chest, and he wrapped his strong arms around her to keep her warm, both inside and out. When the movie ended, they heard a loud click that caused Jackie to flinch and set Jeff on edge. What was that noise? Cringing, Jackie clung to Jeff. Beats me, he shrugged. Maybe your creepy neighbor Al snuck in while we were watching the movie to poke around your lingerie drawer, Jeff snickered. He looks like a pervert to me. Jackie punched his arm, a playful love tap. That's not funny. He stopped laughing. Lighten up. She sat bolt upright on the couch. Something's wrong. Better go see what it is. Sure thing. Jeff got up to look around, straining to see in the dark. He flicked the light switch and searched for intruders. There was no one in the living room besides Jackie. Cautiously, he made his way into the bedroom with Jackie skulking nearby and turned on the light. They found the room unoccupied, but the window was half open halfway despite the chill. Why did you leave the window open? He asked, teeth chattering as he shut it. She frowned. I didn't. I thought you did. Nope. I didn't touch it. Jeff shook his head. I probably opened it last night for some fresh air. Jackie bit her lip, unable to remember touching the window. Why would you do that? It's a bit nippy out this time of year. He folded his arms and rubbed them to keep warm. Sheesh, I forgot to shut it. Cut me some slack. She frowned. Why don't you keep me company in the kitchen while I whip up some hot chocolate? Roger that. Jeff followed her into the kitchen and sat down at the table while Jackie puttered around near the stove. 5 minutes later, they brought their steaming mugs of hot chocolate with marshmallows back into the living room and set them down on the cluttered coffee table crammed full of books about ghosts and other atrocities. Jeff picked up a dog-eared paperback, The Complete Tales and Poems of Edgar Allan Poe, and started thumbing through it. Where did you get all of these books? My super Simon gave them to me when I told him I'm an author. That's why there's so many. He's a spiritualist who believes in the paranormal and all its guises. He nodded and set the book back atop a shaky stack. How thoughtful. Looks like you've got lots of inspiration to draw from here. Definitely a genuine wellspring. Jackie smiled and sat next to him on the couch. This is guaranteed to warm you up. Not like you do. Jeff kissed her deeply, making her blush. She took a sip of hot chocolate. He hoisted his mug and took a long drink. Halloween's right around the corner. Should I be scared? Jackie rested her head on his shoulder. Yeah, I think you've got ghosts. He leered at her. She laughed. What gives you that idea? You've got a window that opened all by itself, and seeing as how you don't remember doing it, what else could it be? He set his empty mug in his lap. Jackie finished her hot chocolate and brought their mugs into the kitchen. I don't know. That noise we heard could have been anything. Like what? Jeff followed her. Her eyes lit up. A stray cat knocking over a garbage pail. It sounded much worse than that, didn't it? He scratched his head. Definitely. And look, the picture in the living room that came with the apartment fell again. Jackie pointed to the wall adjacent the window where the picture that depicted a murder of crows mid-flight on a dark, stormy night lay on the ground. Her boyfriend frowned. Does that happen a lot? All the time, she replied, rolling her eyes. Let's go see if Cy is home. Maybe he can get to the bottom of this. Right. Since Cy is a soothsayer, he can raise the dead. Jeff wiggled his fingers in the air for effect, as if conjuring spirits. Not quite. If we know why the spirit is unhappy, we can hold a seance to help right the wrong and hopefully put an end to these strange happenings, she said, sighing. What's with all this spirit mumbo-jumbo? I didn't know you were into that. Jeff folded his arms. You don't believe in ghosts, do you? Jackie grabbed her keys off the kitchen table. Not unless I can see them, like Casper the Friendly Ghost. There are no friendly ghosts. Besides, Casper is just a cartoon character, she countered. He slammed the door shut and followed her to the super's apartment on the first floor. What makes you think such an expert? Jeff frowned. The picture of crows doesn't spend a lot of time hanging on a living room wall. It's constantly falling. That's why the glass is cracked, she cringed. Or it might be a weird coincidence. Let Cy be the judge, Jackie quipped. They walked down 3 flights of sagging stairs to Cy's apartment. Jackie knocked once and waited. As usual, Cy had the TV blaring, so she knew he was home. They heard him shuffle over to the door and fumble with 3 deadbolts. Don't get your panties in a knot, I'm coming, Cy's stern voice declared. She cleared her throat and blushed, caught off guard by the old man's crass choice of words. Jeff snickered. The door creaked open. Cy, a tall, slight man with fluffy tufts of white hair sticking up every which way, appeared in the doorway. The super smiled when he saw Jackie, but looked confused when he realized she wasn't alone. And I'll stop there. You can pick up Even in the Grave on Amazon if you want to know what happens.